Yo, what's going on YouTube? It is Sorry, let me move my camera down a little bit. Alright. It's your boy GZTV back with another video. In this video, we are going to be talking about the 33rd overall episode of The Sopranos. This is the 7th of the 3rd season. I think there's 13 in every season, so I guess it's... Jesus. Sorry. I guess it's safe to say that we're a little over halfway through the season now. So yeah, really cool stuff. I don't think this was like the greatest episode of the world, but it definitely had its highlights. It definitely had its moments. So yeah, let's kind of get into what happened, and then we can talk about other things a little bit. Maybe not as much. Like, this wasn't a huge episode for the show. I'm probably going to start actually watching the next episode after this. I got a lot of shit to do today. I'm going to start watching that, go eat some lunch, come back, hit up some laundry, do some homework, hit some cardio. We're going to probably be editing and posting a Kristaps Porzingis 2K gameplay, and then I'm going to watch this. We're actually watching Whiplash as well, another one of those modern movies, kind of like we did with La La Land, so let's get into it. So, there is rising tension between Christopher and Polly. I mean, it's funny because at the beginning, these were really good friends. These were some of the closest guys in the whole mob. So, as a newly made man, Chris is liable to be strip searched, to kind of be hazed a little bit. But at the same time, it's kind of serious because they don't know if he's like a rat or something. So, Paulie makes him strip in the back room of the Bada Bing and makes fun of his penis size. Of course, it's like the hazing. It's the classic, new meat, fresh meat type situation. So late, no pun intended, by the way, Jesus. So late one night, he and Patsy go to Chris's apartment and search his belongings. Again, when you become a made man, you have an elevated importance with the family, the crime family. So if you have wires on you, you better show it now so they can either kill you or get you out of the family, because you're going to be looked at a lot more, as you do these crimes as a made man, and word gets around on the street pretty quick, your position in the mafia, and this is a super important thing. So Chris sees Paulie sniffing Adriana's panties. He definitely goes over the line. Tony dismisses Chris's complaint about it. He's like, it's Paulie, he's playing a joke on you. We like to joke with each other, we like to poke fun. But Paulie warns him never to complain about him again to the big man, or else we're going to have problems. Basically don't snitch on me, even though you sniffed his girl's panties. That's, I don't know. It's kind of filthy. But then Paulie shows him a big mouth Billy Bass, and they laugh together, kind of becoming friends again, kind of reconciling a little bit. Yeah, they can always crack jokes at the end of the day. That's just who these two are. So, Carmela runs into Angie Bompensero at a supermarket, which is funny because we haven't really seen her character in a while ever since Pussy's disappearance. Angie says that though Tony is helping her financially, things are hard and she cannot afford an operation for her poodle. Wow, poor you can't get something done to your dog? Cool, man, that's the least of everyone's problems. So Carmela tells Tony, who goes to Angie's house and sees that she has a new Cadillac. Oh, so you were able to buy a new car, but you can't take care of your dog. That's cool. He smashes its windows and lights with a baseball bat and tells her she should speak about money only to him. Don't bring it up in front of my wife. She's obviously a concerned person all the time, so she gets back to me, and yeah, and he's like, if I find out again that you're doing this, you're not getting any more money from me. He has to pay off widows. That's only right to do because of Pussy's service, despite him being a rat and despite them getting killed, them having to get him killed. Yeah. So Junior has complete faith in his surgeon, Dr. John Kennedy. Again, from the last episode, he got diagnosed with cancer. Maybe it was 2 episodes ago, actually. I don't remember. He does not know that Kennedy erred, removing too little of the tissue surrounding his tumor, so there could possibly be more development and possibly another tumor growing. So when Kennedy says he would like to perform further surgery, Junior agrees, but Tony believes Junior is too much impressed by the doctor's name. He's like, oh, you see his reputation and you're just going to take his word for it every single time. And it's not even though they're health professionals, it doesn't mean they're right every single time. They consult another doctor who recommends that Junior receive chemotherapy treatments, which is obviously a part of cancer. That's something you should expect when you get diagnosed, A tumor board review is called, and they reach the same conclusion. I actually, really wasn't aware of this. Cancer is obviously a really big deal in hospitals, but I didn't realize that all the surgeon professionals of the area get together and they figure out what to do with the patient. Obviously, that might be for more important cases. But I don't know. So, yeah. Junior undergoes chemo and suffers distressing side effects, of course, like vomiting, blah, blah, blah. He longs to call Kennedy or speak to Kennedy, who does not return his calls. Obviously, they switch health professionals, so he doesn't really care. Like, he got with the cancer board. They know he's in good hands, stuff like that. So, Tony and Furio confront Kennedy on his golf course and bribe and intimidate him into giving Junior his attention. This is obviously like the perk of being the member of a mafia. You can literally get whatever the hell you want. You sign deals with authorities and the federales, and you can do whatever the hell you want. You can push someone in a fucking pond, damn near. You can threaten them, all that stuff. So, yeah. Kennedy appears at the hospital, warmly greets Junior, reassures him, and gives him his home phone number so they can be more close with each other. Junior beams with happiness. I'm not going to lie, Junior is what we would call glazing here. This is kind of ridiculous. But Carmela has lunch with a dean from Columbia Meadows University, obviously getting to know each other. It's really good to have those connections. I think it's a bit corrupt to have connections like that, but at the same time, it's a really good resource for Meadow, right? So Tony refuses to go, saying that the purpose is to extort money. They only meet with parents for donations because they see their status. They know what Tony does to an extent. He will donate $5,000, no more. The dean tells her that his research indicates that the Sopranos could contribute $50,000. Yeah, this guy seems hella federal because he's looking into their fucking finances to get this information, and it rubs Tony the wrong way, So Carmela attends a session alone with Dr. Murphy on a day when Tony does not want to go. I'm not sure if Tony was aware of this. I would assume he wasn't. She stresses that she does not need therapy herself, but she makes an appointment with the therapist Murphy recommends. She switches therapist, kind of so it's like less suspicious to Tony that she's seeing someone, which I don't think Tony would be opposed to it, but yeah. The therapist, Dr. Krakauer, makes judgments, which really isn't something that a therapist should do, so he's kind of taking a different approach. He's a unique therapist. When he has learned about her situation, she speaks the word mafia and tells her she should take the children and go, which he views as the only way to find peace. Like, you got to get out of this lifestyle. This lifestyle isn't for everyone, and a lot of the wives just can't handle it. I would say, Christopher's girl Adriana isn't really bad with it, but Angie Bonpensero, Carmela, people like that were just, Jenny was fine, but yeah. He will not accept payment for the session, stating that he does not want blood money because most likely she's getting this money from Tony, which is blood money. So, emotionally overwhelmed, Carmela lies on a sofa at home, wrapped in a blanket, not sure what to do because she still loves Tony at the end of the day, but at the same time, I don't know. So, when Tony returns, she tells him that she's spoken to the dean on the phone and promised $50,000, pretty much finessing him, pretty much bribing him to do this. He balks, but she says this is something he must do for her. He sees that he must. He sees that she's sad. She's kind of down. And he realizes, yeah, we got to do this. So, yeah, I don't really have much to say. Pretty solid episode. Really excited to see the next episode of the show, which, again, I'm going to start watching here in a little bit so I can kind of get my day jump started. This is the first of two videos today on the channel. We are going to be, again, doing a Kristaps Porzingis video because I feel like it's nice to do these 2K videos. And you guys have shown amazing support. I really appreciate you guys, by the way. You guys have been going off on my Tyrese Halliburton video. We are at 400